Tim Jackson and Tito Mobley are back. Let's return to the biggest story of the day.
Say something.
Kevin Durant's injury. People feared the worst as KD limped off the court last night. But ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski is now reporting that Durant has a mild strain on his right calf and will be a break. Catino, I heard you say you've had this injury.
Twice.
How effective can Kevin Durant be in a week or two if he's able to come back from this injury? How effective?
Well, then we'll take up this week, right? So hopefully they win, they get the rest. I truthfully don't think, I mean, you saw what, after he shot the jump shot, something where he's pushing off to get to the rim. A light step compared to him jumping to block a shot, to rebound. I don't see him, you might get 50, 60% of Kevin Durant. I just.
And calf strains and pulls, but I also had the Achilles tear as well. So I knew in the moment it wasn't for Achilles. So minor calf strain. For people out there who never had this, there are two muscles in the calf. It controls everything from the knee on down. So think about your foot flexion, your Achilles, your toes. Anything higher than 75% because of the torque necessary to play the game of basketball on hard wood, and your calf being the fatigue center.
And your mental, the mental of like, from it, for a minute, when you're like, you know, pushing it.
You're checking your gauges.
But guess what? You still feel like it's going to pop again.
Yeah.
So you're not your full self because it
rehab.
Yeah, it's like rehab. So were you going to really push off in a real crucial game like you really want to, thinking he's going to tear it again? I just don't see that.
Well, I'm not a doctor, and I do like the definition of a mild sprain. Comfortable for him to play whenever he comes back. But what's the pain threshold in which we know how dynamic Kevin Durant is in transition. He needs that, especially on his left leg, to explode. Okay, think about it. You're a right-handed player, but you explode off your left leg.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. So he still has that in-between game to be effective. That's why having an all-around game like Kevin Durant is not built on just athleticism. His skill set will still allow him to be effective.
ISO at the top of the key, that probably wouldn't be his thing. He'd probably play a little bit more from a mid or high post.
Well, yeah, you can put him at the...
That's about it.
We can put him at the free throw line.
That's about it.
And let him go to work. Reevaluate it. And we don't know until Kevin Durant actually gets out there. I think we're trying to make it out to be, but it still will hamper and affect how he plays.
It could be for the next, like, you know, week he rests and it's okay. Like a really minor one where it's like, oh, wow, he exerted a lot of energy. And that team is the
Time you get one in your quad, your hamstring, okay, there's something of exertion there. When you get it in your calf, that means, oh, level that is. there's a trust issue with the sixth gear that you had before.
Right.
With the calf especially. So what you do, you start running flat-footed because you don't want to point and flex. So when you're flat-footed, what happens? You're not going to do the explosive things. So, yeah, put him at the post, wherever. He's just going to shoot.
But even if you put him at the post, you know who you're dealing with? You're dealing with P.J. Tucker. Yeah. He's thick like him.
Yeah.
So guess what? We're post guys. When you sit there and try to lean on somebody, you're using your hammies and your calves to keep your balance. And I mean,
good point.
He's thin as a bed sheet.
Okay, here's the other thing I do like, though, about this news. I think he get through, this guy will be back. And the other thing they can think about is, like, because of Portland and Denver, maybe we don't need him in the Western Conference. And the real hope is he's back for the Western Conference Finals. So this keeps hope alive and may affect their desperate, like,
I like that.
Doesn't that poke at what we just said? Well, when we saw the energy surge and the freedom of these guys, and now you're saying it's keeping hope? Is it hope, or is it like, maybe we hope we can do this by ourselves?
I'm gonna agree. It's like,
which one?
It's like, look, you can be happy she's out of the house for now, but she can be so bad you want her back in the house. And there's something called the Greek freak that comes to town.
Oh, yeah.
You need your drag. Game of Thrones. You gotta have dragon versus dragon. And so, to me, like Steph,
they get their shine back.
Yeah.
We're all good again.
And here comes our baby dragon.
Because then that's 2 weeks. What's that 2 weeks down the line?
It's funny how schedule plays out, too, that you meet Houston now because they fell down. Because it'd be a different conversation if they can get through this, and whoever that next matchup is, to your point, they'll have a lot of confidence going in that if KD is not as healthy, that they can still get through that. Now, the only challenge is if they play Denver, Denver has home court advantage, so you would have to get one in Denver.
But what about the karmic turn? Brian Windhorst used that term, so I give him credit. Karmic turn.
CP3,
Yeah, the karma,
Yeah, so is that going to work out? Is it going to work out in
The beauty of it is you got Clay and Steph. When CP3 went down, you had James and but they were more role players.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
That's a little different twist on the subject right there.
All right, coming up, the Celtics just got run out of the playoffs, and now they have a big decision to make.